Good damn morning, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. And make sure you hit that Linktree link in the description box. I'm on Spotify, I'm on Rumble, I'm on Recoil TV, and my channel, well, you can just hit the link, but in case you're searching it other ways, it's Green Peace on Recoil TV. And of course, 20% off all merch, new designs, promo code 1984. Very fitting for these times. So, here's a question. Is Ron DeSantis the greatest governor ever? It's up for debate. I mean, there have been some great governors that have gone on to even be president, and maybe he will too. That would be awesome, especially staring down what we got there now. My goodness, how much of an upgrade would that be? So, there are some high school kids. He's on stage with them, and he walks up there, and they all got their masks on, and he says, "You guys, take those off." He says, we got to stop this COVID theater. This is ridiculous. He says, if you want to wear them, go ahead, but they don't do anything. We got to stop this. So then, and before I get into that, when I pick clips or articles to put in the description box, I don't just pick like the first one or whatever. I try to pick the ones that are by CNN, and the one I'll put in the description box is from CNN. Or if it's an article, I pick like the New York Post, because if they're carrying the story and there's some truth on it, mostly with the New York Post, you know it's bad. But with CNN, sometimes I like to pick them to see the hysteria, to see how crazy they get, to see how bad they try to spin it. And of course, what are one of their favorite words to pull out of their little repertoire is bully. So Ron DeSantis, because they show the clip and then they bring on some expert or some bullshit and start talking about how he bullied these kids and how traumatic it is. So wait a minute, you guys, we all know how the saying goes. You can't have your cake and fuck it too, right? So what I mean by that is they want to lower the voting age to 16, meaning the left, and CNN is a mouthpiece for said left, but they want to lower the voting age to 16, and they want to shape all this policy around the kids and the children. We got to listen to the kids. What do they think? And what they say, we should turn into action. And what they say, they should speak it into existence, because they're the kids. Let's let a bunch of 16-year-olds vote. Let's shape policy around what teenagers think. So they want to have that, but then when something like this happens, when they're treated like an adult, then you want to say that they're being bullied, and these are high school kids. Well, you guys have proven yourself to not know shit about high school kids, because high school kids are going to do what they want to do. And just because some adult tells them to do it doesn't mean they're going to do it. Their own parents. And I'm talking about good parents. I'm not talking about you shitty sons of bitches out there that don't raise your kids properly and love them. I'm not talking to you. You can pull into your garage and leave the engine going. But the good parents, the ones who care for their kids and love their kids and try to teach their kids and shape their lives around their kids and provide for their kids and educate their kids and only give them the best advice, giving them better advice than they got. Giving them better advice than even they got, providing a better life than they had. They don't even listen to them. They don't even listen to those adults. So you think they're going to listen to somebody that they don't even know, that they're not related to? And they didn't. Some of the kids, a few of the kids took their masks off. I would say most of them left their masks on. Good for them, whatever. But he didn't make them take it off, and he didn't bully them. That's ridiculous. But so are the masks. Those are ridiculous too. Like this, the science, what science? Which science? Take your pick. We have a cornucopia of science. Take your pick from when they said it, because it changed from that. Take your pick from who said it. That always changes. And of course, if you take the poke, and here's some more bullshit that Biden has perverted said in his State of the Union mishap. He was saying how gun companies, gun manufacturers are the only business that cannot be sued over their product. Like, if somebody shoots up a school or some shit. But how can that be true when the drug companies who are making the poke juice can't be sued either? Sounds pretty equal. And another thing, how weird was that USA chant when they were chanting? You never chanted that shit before. You don't speak in those terms. You've never spoken in those terms before, being proud of being America and this is the greatest country on earth. You fuckers never say that. When's the last time you saw Loco Cortez chanting USA? Or Nancy Pelosi, that liver-spotted demon. That gargoyle that sits atop skyscrapers until nightfall. The eater of children's souls. I never heard your rusty ass up there chanting USA. I bet you if you did, you'd come out later that day as soon as Twitter responded, and you'd apologize for having pride in your country. Guaranteed. You know they would. That shit was weird. Awkward, right? That shit was weird. It was unnatural. It was inorganic. Don't do that anymore. That left a film on our ears when we heard that. Gross. But anywho, Ron DeSantis, greatest governor ever. Man, he's sure making a strong damn case. Florida, I'm going to tell you like I told my man, Craig Long. Hit him up on YouTube, Instagram. He's all over the place. Amazing content. But I'm going to tell you, because he's from Florida, I'm going to tell you like I told him. You guys got to give up Ron DeSantis for president. I'm sorry. You guys can't have a politician that good and keep him to yourself. This is the this is the only time I will agree with communism. You need to share that with the community. Give him up, Florida. Because that's what politicians should be saying. And you know what? Even in these sick ass, like the left coast, the entire left coast, California, Oregon, Washington, they're all one and the same. New York. You take all these shitty, all these far left, crazy ass, granola headed, dirt fucking states. And I bet you if you actually listen to everybody in the state, not just the coast, not just Hollywood, everything on the water, don't just listen to them, because even in California, you get inland, you get where this salad bowl of the world, this bread basket of the world and shit, because everything capital of the world is in California damn near. So you get to where people are working, you get to where people drive trucks with mud on them, where you walk into a business and they got those brushes outside to clean off your work boots. That's a little different than the coast. I bet you even if you listen to them, every governor should be talking just like Ron DeSantis. Get those fucking masks off our kids. You will never be more healthy than when you're a child or an adolescent, barring any issues. Like I've said before, your body has not been racked by bad decision making. They're fine. Get that shit off their face. It doesn't even work. But hey, he's a bully. He's a bad guy. He shouldn't be talking. He shouldn't be admonishing those children. So when you talk sternly to them and give them some truth, they're children. But when it comes to voting and shaping policies, they're just like us. We need to give them more of a voice. Shut your mouth. No, we don't. So like I said, and I'll keep on saying it, Florida, you got to give up Ron, okay? But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Get your ass over to JerichoGreen.net. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.